not Casey. And if you want a rematch, Mr. Buckwinkle is going to be in Baghdad, Iraq.
Would I listen to Izzy Presley? Ooh, not if he was the last disc jockey on earth, honey.
So you're bored, are you? I've come here to break your monotony. Let me have my piece, because I'm shooting with this one, folks. I don't care, man.
The unscripted, uncensored, loose cannon of commentary.
Why did you say that? Why? Why? You come out with stink like that? Poop. Your poop mouth. Poop out of your mouth.
See, son? Old legends never die. They just lose weight.
Like a legend and an out-of-work bum look a lot alike, Daddy.
I've got a midget friend, an albino friend, and another friend who thinks Lord of the Rings is real. Together we call ourselves the Unfuckables.
Quinton is in. Let the fun begin.
Party time.
You guys are an asshole, man.
Yes, it is party time. Hello, Las Vegas. Hello, world. Hello, my loyal minions. It is good to see you, and it's always good to be seen. It is Tuesday night. It is 8 p.m. We're doing a late show tonight because, well, I'm lazy, and I needed a guest. I needed somebody to talk to tonight, and my counterpart, my brother, the one and only Mike Dawson, was available, but he was available at 8. So I said, screw it. Let's do it at 8. You know why? Because I can do the show whenever the fuck I want to. So that's kind of how it is. Dawson, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you.
I'm doing great, brother. It's good to see you, too. Greetings from Los Angeles, California.
Yes, and we got to do this in the words of my close personal friend, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Gonna crack one for the working man. And you heard the 10-bell salute at the top of the show. Crack one for Chic Adnan LKC. Oh yeah, this intro is gonna get flagged. I forgot the I forgot the Concrete Blonde was in this one. Oops. Let me pull that one down. Anyways, before we get rolling here, I want to hit you up on a little news and notes before we get strolling here. Kiss Night in Vegas. Tables are gone, but tickets are available. So get on that. It is October 7th at Counts Vamped. Charity show. Bruce Kulick will be there, honoring his long lost brother, fallen brother, Bob Kulick. My good friend Todd Howarth from Fraley's Comet will be there. There'll be some other stars and celebrities, and I might be doing a song or two. I don't know. I guess who knows? You'll see. You got to show up and see. You got to find out. I know Mark and Lisa from Chicago will be there because I'm marrying them the very next day.
They're getting married, huh?
They're getting married, yes, and I am legal.
Oh, hi, Mark.
100%. Oh, hi, Mark. I am 100% legal to marry anybody I want here in Las Vegas. So if you are coming to Las Vegas and want to get married, hit up your pal Izzy, and I can do that for you very, very easily. If you are a Eddie Trunk fan, tomorrow the Ticketmaster code will be available if you want to come to his 40th anniversary show, which is going to be at the House of Blues here in Las Vegas on December 11th. I believe it is a Monday night. So limited tickets available, but I will be there. Dawson should be there, I believe.
I will be there, but now I just found out it's a Monday night. That makes things a little bit tricky.
It does.
But I'll make it happen.
Of course you will. You know why? Because you're fucking Mike Dawson. That is why. What else, folks? Make sure you
I'm not only fucking Mike Dawson. I am Mike Dawson.
That is true. Yeah, because you, like yourself, you fuck yourself every night, as well do I. You know, like good single men do. Hey, man, you got to take care of yourself.
In more than one way, Izzy.
Exactly.
In about 12 different ways.
Oh, I love it. So I love this, that you can actually hear what's going on now when I do shit like where is it? Can't hear it?
Can't hear that. No.
Oh shit. Could you hear the intro?
The love is gone. No, I did not hear the intro.
Oh, Jesus Christmas. I thought I was doing something good. I thought I had it finally said after all these years that the guest via Zoom could hear the shit. but apparently I was wrong. Make sure you guys hit up all the social media at real Izzy Presley all the way across the board, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And of course, the show page is Another Effing Podcast on the Facebook, and Cameo, Real Izzy Presley as well. If you want me to say stuff to you via video, via Cameo, I can do that too. I just wonder who's going to be the very first.
Yeah, dude, I'm on Cameo as well. Either at Mike Dawson or Los Angeles, and no one's asked for a cameo yet. It does not hurt my feelings in the slightest. It only makes me miss the money I want for you to go Cameo and search for Mike Dawson.
Yeah, I feel that as well. Oh God, Tall Bear is here. Tony Bruman is here. See, one of the reasons I was hoping that this audio would share is because when I get done, I could just use the video with this and not have to put anything in. You see, it would just make life easier. So Dawson, what's going on with you, buddy? I mean, I know you've been doing a lot of stand-up lately.
I have, in fact, over the last 7 months now, dude. 7 months, minus maybe one weekend. I've done at least one show every weekend for the last 7 months. So you know what they say, man, only 9 years and 5 months to go until I start making some money, but I'm on my way, man. Half a year down.
Well, see, you know what I love about stand-up, and which I need to do it more, is that middle-aged white fat guys can make a living doing stand-up. And we can go somewhere. I mean, unlike, you know, the motion picture and television industries, we're kind of you know, good luck.
Yeah, that's true. But you know, stand-up comedy is not the healthiest occupation in the world, and we've lost a lot of fat middle-aged white guys in the past few years. You know, so you don't have to go the Ralphie May route. But
no, this is true. This is
God
true.
bless you, Ralphie.
Yeah, and Tony says the Smokin kills. That's right, the Smokin kills. How can we forget the Smokin kills? I mean, you know, we just played our first 2 gigs this year.
Our only 2 gigs this year.
Well, that's not true, because we might be working on something December, maybe in Twangtown. We'll see.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I mean, the seeds have been planted. We just have to make it happen. Yes, I will be in Nashville actually December 5th, hosting the Rare Hair. So that should be a good time. I think Courtney Cronin-Dold is doing it with me as well. So that should be pretty cool. So thank you, Tyson, for bringing it out. So yeah, dude, I love the fact. So you've been doing it predominantly at the Comedy Chateau.
El Comedy Chateau, as it's known, because, you know, it's very Hispanic out here in North Hollywood, California. So it's El Comedy Chateau. Yeah, man, it's this great little club that's right across the street from that landmark, that Los Angeles landmark, North Hollywood Toyota. It's right across the street from there. Used to be a French restaurant that I always wanted to eat in. And I'm like, one day, man, one day I'm going to go eat in that French restaurant. And then one day I drove by it and it said it was a comedy club. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, let's go do an open mic. So in fact, Izzy, the first open mic I went to there, I was with you, and it was at midnight on a Saturday night. It was one of the biggest shit shows in the world. And it was hilarious. And, you know, I just honestly, dude, what I did was I noticed right away that they had audio problems. And so I isolated a couple of problems and said, you know, I can fix that for you. You know, I'm an audio engineer, which, like, you know, if you're looking for an engineer and an audio engineer shows up, you know, he's just a sound guy. Because if you're looking for a doctor and you get a chiropractor, it's about that level. But anyway, dude, I started dialing in their sound, and now I'm their unpaid tech guy who gets stage time all the time. So, you know,
look, I mean, yeah, unpaid,
I still lose money.
You get stage time, and you know what's very important for a comic? Stage time.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's a great club. It's a lot of fun. And then on Sunday nights they do an open mic over there, and I tried to, or not Sunday afternoons actually. And I try to go every Sunday and try out new stuff because that's what a fucking open mic is for. And if you're not trying new, the thing is, man, I see a lot of comedians go up and they do the same bit every single time. And I've been seeing these people for 7 months and it's the same bit. And I wonder if they get bored with it. Obviously not. But I don't know. If you're not working on it, if you're not writing, then what are you doing? You know? I don't know. So I try to come up with new stuff every week. And then some of it's good and some of it gets used. Some of it doesn't. Whatever, dude. It's fun. I'll tell you that, dude. It is a shitload of fun going up on stage and making people laugh. Sorry about the champion. He's barking right now.
What, did Johnny Hazard show up? Is he attacking or something?
Yeah. No, there was something shiny outside, and he's got to let everybody know that this is his land.
That's right. That's right. Speaking of the Smokin' Kills, we did do those couple shows, and I tell you what, I still look back on that Roxy show. That was something special.
That was awesome, dude. I think the awesomest part about it was the day before we found out our guitar player couldn't play.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. The show's tomorrow. Yeah, cool. So we had Joe Geesey. Joe Geesey subbed in on guitar, learned all the songs in under 12 hours.
First time on stage was
first time on stage. Yeah, exactly. We played like 40 seconds of 3 songs. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, you got this, dude.
He's got it. It's ironic that this has happened to us twice. And that's the beauty part about Los Angeles and Las Vegas and Nashville is these towns are full of pros. And if they're available,
there are pros everywhere.
And they just fucking learn the shit. And there they go. Tall Bear checking in. Lick It Up 40th anniversary coming up. New limited edition picture disc vinyl out for it on Kiss Online, kissonline.com. Of course, there's something for special on kissonline.com for you to buy more shit.
There you go.
Yeah, it is what it is. Lick It Up. I think
Kiss is the best at that, dude.
You know what? It actually, Tony, it's funny you bring that up or Tall Bear, I'm sorry. Because I've been thinking about another Kiss throwdown and it's got to be the first 3 non-makeup records. So we just have to find new people to do that. Because Portnoy and Benante and Mayorga are not into the non-makeup shit. So there you go. Oh, Scotty's here. Scotty.
What's up, Scotty?
All right. And I think, maybe at towards the end of the show, maybe we'll open it up and get a couple of you guys to pop in on Zoom if you have any questions or comments that you want to give us and say hi. I don't think that's a bad idea. I miss doing that. We used to do that all the time.
You've had worse ideas, Izzy.
I actually have. And actually, you've done stand up here in Vegas as well, opening up for the boss.
I did. I was disappointed I couldn't come the last time, but no, that was a funny dude. That was a great night. Vegas is a fun town, but here's the thing about doing stand up in Vegas. These people are there to be fucking entertained.
Right.
And you better tell jokes. Yep. And so I asked Adam, I told Adam I was prepared to do 15 minutes. And he said, do 10. Maybe you can do 15 next time if it goes good. I'm like, all right, sweet. And I kind of saw that coming. So I asked for the 15. I got the 10. And people were laughing and it's working and it's great. And I just asked the guy to show me the light. For those of you who don't know, you get a light that'll tell you how far you are along in your set. I just asked for, give me the light when I got a minute left. I'll know where I am. I'll wrap it up. I'll get off the stage. I never saw the light. I looked for it. I didn't see it. Other comedians that night said they didn't see the light either. Maybe it's just difficult to see. But so I got off stage thinking, dude, maybe I did 8 minutes and 30 seconds because I didn't see a light and I asked for one at 9 minutes. And I went backstage and apologized to Adam for not. I said, I thought I had 10 minutes, man. I'm sorry. I don't think I reached 10. And he goes, you hit 10 on the nose. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't see the light. So anyway, I'll be coming to Vegas soon again, and hopefully I'll do 15.
And I think Adam said his next show here is he's usually every month at Kimmel's Comedy Club, which is in the Link Promenade on the Sunset Strip on the Las Vegas Strip here. And I believe the next he's not doing October. But I think it's November is when he is back. So if you guys want to come out to Vegas and see some Carolla once a month at Kimmel's, it's very cool. Dawson, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of surreal because so Friday, I was taking Adam to the airport, and Mike August is like, "Hey, we gotta stop and look at a house. Is that okay?" I'm like, yeah, cool. So
whatever, dude.
We pull up to this house, and I know Adam's not looking to buy it because he's gonna build something because that's what Adam does. A very house that was extremely out of my even dreaming price range, but there is nothing more surreal than watching Adam, who's a carpenter by trade, go through this house with the guy that built it, pointing shit out. It's like I felt like I was with Mr. Bertram. It was fucking surreal, dude. It was so cool.
Did Adam rip on the guy's stuff, or was this a friend? Okay.
No. I can't remember who the guy was, but no, it was like shop talk, and I'm just like, wow, this is It's like, when you're sitting with Eddie Trunk and then he starts going on something and you feel like you're listening to his radio show.
Yeah.
Exact same thing with Adam.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus Christ, am I on the podcast right now? What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, I think I'm numb to it now.
Right.
I've been with him since 2006. So after like 17, 18 years, your whole life just becomes a podcast.
Right. Oh, dude,
I don't know when it is. When are we going to stop recording? That's all I want to know.
We've never talked about this on the show. How has it been since how's the adjustment been? Has it changed at all since Bald and Gina have been gone from the show? Is it a different vibe when you're there? Is it just, all right, cool, just move on without them? I mean, what's the vibe like for you?
I love the show. I'm happy to be employed. There were some changes, and all of that ultimately comes down to money.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. I've been through this. I think this is the 5th incarnation of the Adam Carolla show that I've been through. And radio's radio, man. And our podcast is just like radio. And you don't spend in radio. You do not spend 17 years at one fucking job, unless you're Kevin and Bean or Mark and Brian. You don't have a career with the same show for this kind of longevity. So I just, I'm blessed every day, dude. Honestly, going back to the joke I made earlier, I'm fucking stoked to be employed and happy to be a part of the show.
No, exactly. It's just, I was just kind of curious how the transition was. I mean, it seems like it just,
obviously it's a shock.
Right.
And then obviously there's some turnaround, and how do we make this work? And everyone has to step up more. But it's one of those things where, like, okay, man, well, we got to fucking move. Here's what it is. I'm not changing it. And I work here, so I got to make this work.
Yeah.
So, since that day, it's just been nose to the grindstone and make it happen, Captain.
It's almost, you can almost equate it to, showing up at a fucking gig and having a replacement guitar player and fucking just rolling with it. You know what I mean?
Right. Brian and Gina are awesome people, and they are doing just fine.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. There's always change. There's always going to be change. And I'm just not the kind of person that dwells on any, just like, okay, here it is, throw it at me, I'll make it work. And then we're making it work. The difference in a lot of ways is Adam has a lot more freedom and leeway, and it's more Adam.
Yeah,
which is the voice who built the empire.
Yep.
So, it's just essentially just reverted to the Adam Carolla show. And he's funny as shit.
He is.
And as long as there are microphones and amplified broadcast audio, he'll be working. And so will I.
Yeah, exactly. Well, not like I said, that's all you can do. That's oh shit, hold on. Yeah. Oh shit, wrong one. There we go. So yeah, music. Let's dive into music. You know what? Let's talk about let's go off top. Oliver Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
What I saw this story, and I just saw he posted it today, and somebody reposted it. And this is fucking great. He was like gonna play this convention center.
Okay.
And it's sold out. And there's a fucking baseball stadium right next door to the convention center. He's like, fuck it. We're gonna go play the baseball stadium.
You know what that's called? That's called business.
Exactly. And here's the great thing. I don't know if any of you saw his interview with Joe Rogan, and it was great. But he is doing.
I didn't, because I don't listen to podcasts.
Well, you can watch it.
Just kidding.
No, I know. But he didn't talk about this on Rogan, but what he did talk about on Rogan is like he had record companies just swarming, and he told them all, no, I don't want to deal with you. I want to do what I do, which is fucking great, man. I applaud that. But
listen, dude.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that I think his friend is like his manager now, and they were supposed to play at this thing, and the tickets were $100, plus meet and greet, and he goes, no, you shouldn't have to pay more than $25 or $30 to see me.
Well, let's be honest. I believe everything he said about that story, but I can't really give him any points for that, because he wrote a song about people getting fucked exactly by that. So if he were to still play that show, that's a PR nightmare. So that's just, good business to cancel that one. But I do believe that it happened exactly as he said it did. And because that's what happens, dude. You'll just book a show, but then, they maybe in the contract it says they control ticket prices. But a lot of, I don't know. I like the venues who make their money on the bar.
Yeah. Cause I mean, look, that just proves that you're doing something right if the venue's making money at the bar.
Yeah. But as far as ditching record labels and all that, I mean, it's really an obvious, I think he's doing everything right. I think, his moves are all good right now, which just shows me he's a genuine human being. Yeah. If you start making, what was he making, like $80,000 a week on that song?
I think it was like 40 a day.
Okay, it was an obscene amount of money, right?
Yeah.
When you get an obscene amount of money, don't just start signing contracts and talking to record labels, and you're like, no. Which, I have an obscene amount of money coming in. I'm gonna kick back because what I did worked. Why do I need a record label? Yeah. I have a YouTube channel. I'm good.
Yeah.
He already broke through. He has no need of the record business. And the record business was really, trying to capitalize on his already fame, which is what they do. That's what's with the, it's mainly what the business is now.
Right. And let's be honest. Most record deals now, I mean, you thought they fucked you before. It's like complete skullduggery fuckery, skull fucking now, because it's all 360 deals. It's not like it was back in the day where you could actually
360 deals, meaning they own it all.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. And part of your merch, part of everything.
Right. You know, I don't know. It used to be a really fantastic dream. I think it's still a fantastic dream to get label interest and all of that.
Yeah.
But I would just I would be stoked to find a company that would just say, look, we like your band. We want you on our roster. We want to put you on the road.
Yeah.
I'll be like, sweet, dude, put us on the road, give us a living.
Yeah.
And if you're putting us on the road, you'll recoup and then we'll work out a split.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean,
You know?
isn't that what most indies do still? Or most indies just we'll just put it out for you.
You know, I don't know anymore, man. My terrestrial rock radio days ended back in 2005. And the indie labels that were so strong in 98, 99, 2000,
Yeah.
nobody exists anymore. I love how
Yeah.
Interscope Records was a indie label, except it's run by the biggest dude in the fucking business. You're not an indie label.
Well, it was when it started,
Right.
and it was God, it was but they had made a mark by the time they got swallowed up though.
Yeah, they were throwing money. They were doing really well. But then when it all left, my buddy had a Interscope deal. Phil Cody, direct descendant of Buffalo Bill Cody. Anyway, Phil Cody was on Interscope. He did one record on Interscope. Then he was going to do the next record. And he had recorded it up at a studio in San Francisco with Rami Jaffe and a whole bunch of other great players. And they were really just, hey, let's go make a record. We don't have songs written. But
Yeah.
So they're in San Francisco. Interscope's picking up the bill. And then when Interscope implodes, they did one thing that record labels never do. They called up Phil and they said, hey, we're dropping you from the label, and if you want your tapes, go get them now.
Wow.
Yeah. And he's like, what do you mean? He's like, oh, it's incinerator bound.
Wow.
And so Phil was able to release a double album on his own a few years later called the Mad Dog Sessions. And it's all the songs and all the outtakes from that San Francisco studio Interscope time. But he got all of that back.
And he owns it all. And he owns it all.
Yeah, it's all his.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great stuff too.
Yeah, I mean,
but yeah, no, I don't, what is it? Is it Oliver Anthony or Anthony Oliver?
Oliver Anthony.
Oliver Anthony. That's a weird name. That must be his first and second names.
It's actually
probably Oliver Anthony Smith.
No, actually his real name is like
clever.
Daniel Anthony or something like that. Oliver Anthony was his grandfather, who was a musician who played that type of music back in the 30s. And he started the YouTube channel under his that's why it's Oliver Anthony Music, because it was all about his grandfather.
Yeah.
And just everybody started calling him Oliver Anthony. It's like, well, I might as well just roll with it because that's how everybody knows me now. But you can call me Daniel or whatever. I don't care. But that's my working name now, I guess, and it's an honor of my grandfather. So that's pretty cool.
Well, there you go. I mean, it's a great song. Rich Men North of Richmond. It's a great song. And just the way it spread. And it's just, I don't know, man. It's so funny how this song is really akin to like Woody Guthrie.
Yeah.
And Bob Dylan. And all of those old hippies are I don't know, they've become the establishment.
Yeah.
And you would think like Neil Young would be like, 40 years ago, Neil Young would have grabbed this guy and said, come on tour with me.
Right.
But whatever, dude, hey, music is like any art, it is subjective. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. And that's why they call it art.
That's a very good one. Speaking of new
Probably
music,
not why they call it art, but
speaking of new music, there's going to be a special show tomorrow night at 6 p.m. My good friend Nikki Stringfield plays guitar for the Iron Maidens, has a brand new album coming out, or no, I think it is out, or it's coming out. I know the CD, album release party is at St. Rock on the 29th, I believe. It's called Apocrypha. Apocrypha. Do you know what that means? I have no idea.
It must be fear of the apocalypse. No, that would be apocryphobia.
Okay, well let's see if there's only this device that we could is a biblical or related writings not forming part of the accepted canon of sculpture, while some might be of
the
doubtful
rejected books.
There you go.
Yeah, dude. No, the Bible had King James had editors. There's stuff that was in the original Bible. Like, nah, you know what, dude? We don't need that. That never happened. So, which is funny because a lot of the stuff in the Bible never happened.
Right.
But there was a lot of begatting. They were begatting the bejesus out of each other in the Old Testament.
Oh, yeah.
And that's really all the Old Testament is like Ezekiel was fucking Jezebel. And then they had Moses.
Yeah.
And then, but the thing is, Moses, there's no offspring of Moses. Moses' kids were like shunned. But Moses had kids. He was fucking Moses, dude. Well, he had to have kids. But they're not in the fucking Bible.
And the Bible says
maybe they were fuck ups, dude.
He lived to be like 700 and something.
Yeah.
He spawned a couple. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's what they say in the Bible.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Or 824 years old or something like that.
That is, boy, he really outlasted the average life expectancy.
Well, when you have that alien blood in you, because the early humanoids had that alien blood, and that must have been life longer.
Right. Life longer.
It
must have been life longer, dude.
Must have been life longer. So 6 p.m. tomorrow night, Nikki Stringfield live right here on another fucking podcast. If anybody wants to jump in on the Zoom, send me a message and I'll send you the link and you can pop in and say hi. And if you have any questions or want to tell us how great we are or how good I look, any of that stuff. How's the water cooler going?
Water Cooler podcast is awesome. You should check it out. It's just called The Water Cooler. It's with myself, Chris Loxamana, Gary Smith, Matt Fondelier, and Kaylin Bean. And it is, it's the Seinfeld podcast, dude. The show is about nothing. And nobody talks about nothing better than the five of us. So it's fun. It's good. 3 of those guys don't work with us anymore. Chris and I are the last men standing in the Carolla universe, but we have a bond. We have a connection. It's like NFL guys will tell you when you get out of the league, you still respect all the guys who were in the league because you were in the league.
Right.
It's the same thing, dude. You worked for Adam. You were in the league. So we do a good show. It's a lot of fun. We do 2 shows a week. One of them's just a free regular podcast, and then we do a Patreon end of it, and that's pretty cool. It's a revenue source. It's a chance to get away from the things that really matter and just talk about the stuff that doesn't matter.
Pretty much
which
what
in the end really matters.
Exactly, which we've been doing for 33 minutes now.
Yeah. We're in current events. We got Anthony Oliver Anthony
Yeah.
We got Eddie Trunk's birthday party coming up December 11th, which is a Monday at the House of Blues, Mandalay Bay.
That's right.
That's gonna be a rager with a capital R-A.
Oh,
bro.
it is going to be fun. I have a feeling your drive home the next day might not be as exciting.
I have a feeling it might not happen.
Ah,
but you know, I get feelings all the time.
Well, Dawson, let's be honest. Whatever day that drive home is, it's going to be like my drive home from your place. Why the fuck did I do that last night?
Yeah, well, you know, that was last night guy's problem, and you're today guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And tomorrow guy will worry about tomorrow.
That is an excellent. See, this is why I keep you around.
Yeah.
For words of wisdom.
Yeah.
You know,
not for my excellent cooking.
Yeah. Oh, well, there's that too.
My witty repartee.
Your amazing songs.
I'm thrilled that I pronounced that word correctly, by the way.
Repartee. Any thoughts? I mean, we've written some shit, you know, we've dabbled in some shit. Any thoughts about new Smokin Kill stuff?
In fact, I was thinking about it today while I was driving back to come and sit down with you here on this El Podcasto. I got 3 notebooks that thick with lyrics, song ideas, you know, and then on that little device where the devil lives, I've got several recordings of demo shit. And it's really just a matter of getting together and focusing and writing some songs. But what I was thinking was we really should record that new song that you and I wrote called Nashville.
Yeah. It's not so new anymore.
It's over a year old, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's approaching a year. But yeah, I think we're gonna get back into the studio. And when I say studio, I mean studio that won't charge us.
Oh, yes. Those are the best kind.
Yeah. So I'm gonna find that place, and you know, we'll get Ted to produce.
Yep.
And no, it'll be great. But yeah, we got to get some more music out there. You know, it's for the longest time in my life, dude, I do too much. I do too much, you know. A jack of all trades, master of none. And you know, it's funny. Anytime somebody says jack of all trades, that's really an insult. You're really insulting somebody if you call them a jack of all trades, because the full quote, and maybe not full, there's much more to it probably, but jack of all trades, master of none. Well, so anyway, I do too much, dude. And I found out that I'm pretty good at comedy right now.
Yeah.
And that's what my focus has been on. But the music is the whole reason we do anything, you know. I mean,
right.
all we've talked about this so many times. We are just in search of the eternal best show.
Yeah.
Just the next show. The next show is going to be the greatest show of our lives. And you know, every time we've been right. But it's still always coming up. It will still always be coming up.
I always look at myself that way too. It's like, I'm good at a lot of things, but am I great at anything?
Yeah. You got some serious strong points when we can get into them.
Oh, go, please. Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
You are the master getter together of people. What did Ahmet call you? Ahmet Zappa called you Los Angeles's emotional support animal.
Support Izzy.
Yeah. So Yeah, dude, you're the great unifier. You bring people together. You introduce people. You're the host. You're a fucking game show host, and that's why I love you.
I take that as
We're
a
game show
compliment.
hosts. We're really
We
that's
are.
all we are, dude. We're just fucking game show hosts. The fact that we play rock and roll or do stand-up comedy, it really does not stray from that. We are game show hosts.
It's true.
Get people excited, and when they leave, make them feel like they won.
I like that. Ladies and gentlemen, waiting on hold and joining the show right now from Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, Australia. Laurie Nickel, how you doing, buddy?
How you doing, cockwad?
I was about to say the same thing, mate. What a bunch of cockwads.
What a bunch of cockwads. Still working.
What's happening, Laurie?
Oh, not much, mate. I was just about to sit down and catch up on some wrestling, but yeah, here I am.
Here you are.
Sorry, mate.
I thought that was an action sport. Forget it, dude. It was a bad joke. Forget it.
Oh, okay. Boom.
So you weren't listening live. You just said, "Hey, Izzy, I want to come on the show, so send me the link."
Pretty much.
Oh, I fucking love it. I fucking love it. So, what are you bringing to the show tonight, Laurie? What do you got for us? Come on, talk to us.
Hey, what do you want to know? Fire season started up over here. Traffic lights are still stuffed.
Sounds pretty good. What time is it in Australia?
I think it's about 1:45 p.m.
Right. And have you ran into any girls named Keith today?
No, but I did run into a Charlie.
A girl named Charlie.
Yeah. Now, we did go down to the beach today as well, so just to go and have a little look down there, and it was pretty busy down there.
Topless beach?
Well, no, but they don't wear bugger all anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Everything with Izzy just revolves around boobs.
Exactly. Was Elle McPherson on this beach?
No. I told her she has to stay home.
Is this a common
that way?
Is this a common misconception that most women in Australia look like Elle McPherson?
There's a lot that do look like Elle McPherson, that's for sure. Yeah, but there's a lot that definitely don't look like Elle.
But let's talk about the ones that do, because I think there needs to be a Smokin Kills Australian tour now, so we can have Elle McPherson looking trim in every province that we go to.
Now, trim in this case is not an adverb. She's not looking trim. Looking is the adjective and trim is the noun. Everybody.
Yes.
Good looking, Elle McPherson looking trim.
Trim, yes. Yeah.
She's not looking trim. Man, you're looking trim, bro.
Yeah. or like the siding, around your door. Which is also trim.
I'm hanging around you.
Right. All right.
It was pretty good. Like we got the summer and that coming up now, so it's pretty hot over here. All the bikinis are coming back out.
Oh, God bless that. God bless that.
That's right. It's just about spring in Australia.
Yeah.
Well, it is spring now, and but we've also got the fire season starting up as well.
Yeah.
You better adopt some koalas so they don't die.
It's good. It might get like that. But like we recovered well after the bad fires that happened a few years back. So
that's right, because I know they were afraid all the koalas were going to die. Of course, that was white women in Santa Monica drinking coffee at Starbucks, freaking out about the koalas in the fires.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about the rest of the animals, just the koalas, man.
Just the koalas.
Just the koalas, man.
Yeah. Forget about the crocs. Forget about the roos.
Yeah. That's it. Forget about all the snakes,
Yep.
Yep, just the koalas.
the koalas. But New Zealand was going to make a sanctuary for them as well. Like that's how serious it was. Like they were going to do a sanctuary and bring over some koalas if it got to that stage. But luckily, it didn't get to that stage. So.
No, that's good. That's good because here in the United States, we've kind of become a sanctuary for Mexicans. Oh, that was a good one. I got to pat myself on the back and give myself a Pat Fontaine laugh.
Pat.
This has gone off the rails really fast. I tell you what, here, let's. You guys want to sit around and have a couple of beers?
Yeah, I can think a couple.
Always. My man is.
All right. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to sign off. And if anybody would like to join us for beers, message me and I'll send you the link and you can join us for beers. I like that idea. Let me hit the outro music. Lori Nickel, thank you for popping in and giving us an update of what's going on in Australia.
No dramas, you cockwads.
No dramas, you cockwads. Just hold tight because we're going to drink beers. Mike Dawson, you can hear him daily, Monday through Thursday on the Adam Carolla Show. Catch him every Friday night.
And this Friday night and most Friday nights at the Comedy Chateau.
If you follow him and he'll send you a code, you can get free tickets.
Yeah, it's still a 2-drink minimum, but at least you don't have to pay for a ticket.
Exactly. And in LA, anything free is good. You know, that's a glorious thing. Tomorrow night, live 6 p.m. here in Hotel California time or Las Vegas time. Nikki Stringfield from the Iron Maidens talking about her brand new record that will be via Zoom. So yes, that will be on YouTube as well. Kiss Night in Vegas, October 7th. Get to town. It's going to be great. If you want to get married, come to Vegas and I can do that for you because I am legal like now too. And Real Izzy Presley all the way across the board, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit up the Smokin Kills, thesmokinkills.com. We still have records available and a few CDs left.
Very few CDs left.
Yes.
We're down to under 20, dude.
But we got some vinyl.
Yeah. What's that?
Yes,
we got about 300 vinyl records in my closet. So yeah, vinyl. Get it.
What else is in your closet?
What's that, Lori?
So what else is in your closet?
You don't want to know. Butt plugs, whatever. Yeah,
you know how ashes.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Poor Boo's ashes. All right, so we will see you guys tomorrow night. Be back next week. I'm gonna have Frank Hannon on as soon as he gets to Vegas. Do him live in studio. Killer Dwarf's gonna be on soon. Other stuff too. All right, I say good day.
Good day.
Good day.